In the pursuit of growth, businesses often face challenges of managing cash flow as the outflows tend to outweigh the inflows. This delicate balance between sources of money in and the significant expenditures required to expansion can impact the success and ownership dynamics of a new firm. Let's understand how. Money in. First of all, let's understand capital funding. The initial investments from capital funding provide crucial resources for a business to establish operations and fuel growth. Number two, revenue. Generating revenue through sales of products or, for that matter, services contribute to the inflow of money. However, in the early stages, revenue may be limited. Now let's talk about money out. Continuous investment. A growing firm often requires frequent injections of capital to fund operations and acquire assets and support expansion efforts. Revenue limitations. Limited initial revenue makes it very challenging for a new company to fund its own growth without external sources of financing. So what do we understand from this very interesting dynamics of cash in and cash out? Continuous funding surge. Startups and growing firms must actively seek additional funding sources to sustain growth when revenue alone is insufficient. How does it affect ownership dynamics? Relying heavily on multiple investors can lead to dilution of ownership and potential vulnerability for founders, as shareholders may influence management decisions or even remove them. So what is the conclusion? Maintaining a balanced cash flow during the growth phase of a business is very vital for its success. While initial revenue may be limited, seeking additional funding and managing investor relationships can help sustain the growth of a new startup. Therefore, careful consideration of financing options and long-term ownership dynamics should be considered, which can ensure a strong foundation for a growing company.